Hey guys, I'm Kevin from Relax and Learn Guitar, where I teach folks over 40 how to play the guitar so that they can relax, have some fun, and enjoy being part of a great community. Gonna check things out and make sure all this is working before we go a little further. It's always good if the red live is working and we have people. Let's see here. Yep. Looks like we are good to go. So if you want to say hello, please do so. Maybe give a quick thumbs up or an okay if you can see and hear everything okay. Here in Ohio, it has been raining for the entire summer, it feels like. So it's not too bad tonight, so hopefully we don't have any storms brewing, but it's been like a super wet summer. So this live stream is going to be about online guitar lessons versus in-person guitar lessons. I run a online membership actually where I teach folks how to play. And hey, what's up, Robert? Thanks for joining us from wild, wonderful, wet West Virginia. Yeah, you're on the same. I'm sure you're in the same kind of situation we're in. So what's up, Randy? Hey, Brad. What's going on? And Steven. Terry, all right. Some members tonight. There's Lou from Michigan. So thank you guys for tuning in and checking things out. So in this live stream, I'm going to talk about, been getting some questions from some members and then also folks just from email or that have been checking out the website and asking about, what are the, people just trying to make decisions, I think, about what's the best choice for them as far as learning how to play the guitar and lessons to take. So I have I've taken lessons from folks in person. I've given lessons to people in person. I've used a lot of online guitar lessons myself. And there's pros and cons to both of those things, and that's what I'm going to try and break it down a little bit tonight into about 5 main points to make about this. Hey, what's up, Wendell? Thanks for tuning in. Because there is a wide range of things to kind of think about here. And I'm sure many of you have used or are using both of those types of methods to learn how to play. The important part is to learn how to play. So keep playing, keep trying to find that person you connect with, and keep on picking. It's a great hobby and the perfect way to relax, in my opinion. So the things I've kind of broken down to is I've kind of gone in order. The first thing I want to talk about is quality. So when it comes to the quality of lessons, it's online, it's really all over the place. There are, well, as you guys know, tons and tons of options, lots and lots of guitar lessons out there, lots of websites, lots of YouTube videos, and some of those are really, really good. Some of those are not very good. And of course there's some in the middle. So you really want to pay attention to kind of the quality of the lessons. There are some folks out there online that, in my opinion, aren't kind of, breaking things down and teaching folks a way to play that will help them be successful. Just my opinion. In person, it's similar. I mean, in person, you are kind of limited to kind of who you're able to kind of connect with, distance-wise or in your area, but you're also in that situation. You may get a teacher that's really experienced and is kind of doing exactly what you kind of want to be able to do, or you might get somebody who's brand new, but everyone has to kind of start somewhere. So there's just a wide range. So you want to be aware of the quality of lessons. What I tell folks is for online, check out people's YouTube channels, check out their websites, the free lessons, just to make sure that you, kind of like that person's approach, like the way they kind of break things down for people, and that you connect with their style. That's really important. Same thing for in person. If you can, it's a good idea to try a couple out before you commit if you're at the luxury of having more than one choice of a teacher. It's not a bad idea to kind of maybe take a half-hour lesson with somebody before you kind of say, yeah, that's the person I'm going with. So number one with online versus in-person lessons to think about is quality. The other thing that kind of led from there was choice. And I mean, online clearly wins here. There are a lot more choices online, like we just talked about, as far as the amount of lessons that are out there and the amount of types of courses or people that you can connect with. There's tons of different styles online. You have your choice of acoustic and electric and country and rock, or if you want to learn lead guitar or classical guitar or scales, or just singing, songwriting. There's a lot more choice online, just because of the proximity of the internet's vast. So something to keep in mind there. With the in person and the choices you have, it really comes down to how far you want to drive to have the choices that you have. So you might live in a very populated area that you're able to get to folks pretty easily, and you have more than a couple of choices. But it really kind of depends on where you're at, how much time you had to devote to getting to lessons that are in person. If you, which kind of leads to the third point I wanted to make, which is kind of schedule and frequency. So online lessons, you have an advantage of both those things. You don't have to make an appointment and then remember that appointment and then grab your guitar and pack it up and hop in the car and drive to wherever you're driving to, and wait for the first the guy in front of you to get done before it's your turn. So I mean, there's schedule wise online, it's the matter of it's there. And the membership that I run, the content's there. Once you are a member, you have access to all of that, and you can pretty much do that at your leisure. Pros and cons there, because you also want to stay motivated and keep taking the lessons to get better. Oh, hey, what's up, Cliff? Thanks for joining us. The other thing with the frequency is, in person, you're pretty much going to look at, I mean, the way most folks break that down is maybe a 30-minute or an hour long, or maybe a 45-minute appointment that you have for an in-person lesson. So they typically will do those weekly. I mean, you might find a teacher that will meet with you more than that, and you can have a higher frequency than just weekly in person as well. But you're more likely to have, more flexibility with your schedule and, more options for the frequency of your lessons if you're going the online route. So, that kind of leads to the interaction, which is the fourth point I want to make. So if you're spending a lot of time, I mean, it is something that you want to think about. Playing the guitar is something you can do a little bit each day and see a lot of progress. But you're going to be spending some time with whoever's teaching you. So you want to make sure that you find a teacher that's encouraging. The guitar, you can get stuck. There's a lot with it, and I've seen guys who've made progress and girls who've made progress, and then you can get to a plateau or to a point where it's then difficult to be able to keep going, and you really want a teacher that's able to encourage you to keep playing, keep going, keep making progress. Just saw a little buffering, so hopefully everything's cool. You guys can still see and hear everything. With the interaction piece too, you want to same thing goes for online. You want to find the right person for you. You want to be able to connect with that person, and if you can get the best of both worlds, you can do that. In the Relax Learn Guitar membership, it's a combination. There's I have obviously online and video-based lessons and downloads, but you can also fortunate enough to make choices to have someone who can talk to you, answer your questions. I'm in the membership daily answering questions from folks, giving advice. Technology is great when it works, so you can, I talk to folks online, video chat, that kind of thing. Oh, hey, what's up, Dalton? From Tennessee. And there's Donovan. Gonna just pop that. And let's see. Oh yeah, we got Dalton. I think I've caught up there. So with the interaction piece, you want to keep that in mind because that's an important piece. Obviously, there is an advantage with the in-person method here. You can have, when I'm sitting down face to face giving somebody a lesson, there's the advantage of being able to like reach out and say, hold your finger this way, or, try pressure this way, or, pay attention to my wrist, and you're right there with the person doing that. That's a huge advantage to being in person and doing lessons that way. That also is something to consider. Trying to get both those things happening, where you can have a combination of the online and in person, is also a good thing to look at. The thing with Relax and Learn Guitar is you also have, sometimes playing the guitar can be a little lonely if you aren't in the most populated area, or you're not able to go to jam sessions, or not able to hang out with other guitar players. And Relax and Learn Guitar, it is an advantage because you're part of a group. Part of the membership is a group that usually maybe a Facebook group that you can join into, or just being in the group and the members and be able to talk to each other, not just your teacher, and learn from each other, which is also very cool. The the thing you want to keep in mind too when you are making that commitment to learn and choosing a teacher that you're going to interact a lot with is to find someone that has kind of been where you want to be. So, if you want to learn how to play jazz and improvise, you want to be able to find a teacher that's able to do those things and then impart that, knowledge to you. If you want to find, you want to be able to be a singer-songwriter, then you're going to want to find folks who are doing that can help you learn that. So you want to, pay attention to the way that you're not only interacting, but the person you choose to spend your time with. Let's see, Brad says, I'd like a video option. Okay, yeah, with you, but like on a quarterly basis, just an idea, and not a lesson, but more like a progress check. That's a cool idea. So you have kind of, Brad's in the Relax and Learn Guitar membership, so there is that possibility too, that you could find, have that option to log in, watch those videos whenever you want, slow them down, speed them up, but maybe quarterly checking in with somebody, saying that would be helpful to him. So Brad, I will take that under consideration as far as maybe that being another level of a membership that people could choose to do, maybe. That's what I was kind of talking about with finding like a good combo, because there's a lot of good stuff online, and you can combine that with having interaction with a real person who actually gets back to people and cares about what they're doing. That's pretty ideal. The last thing after kind of interaction to bring up is the biggie, which is money. So people are very much into how much it's going to cost to take lessons, how much it's going to cost to be in a course or into a membership. So you have, when it comes to price, you're not going to beat online. If I were giving an in-person lesson to somebody, I'm going to charge them a lot more money than for the membership lessons that I operate, for example. If you hook up with somebody in person in your area for a lesson, going to take a stab that you're probably going to pay anywhere from $40 to $60 to have that lesson, typically. Maybe more or less, depending on, is it 30 minutes, is it an hour, that kind of thing. You'll probably do, commit to lessons on a weekly basis. In person, are probably going to have no-show fees or cancellation fees. If you can't go, they're going to want to try and recoup their commitment to their time. Add those things up, and you're looking at it could be a couple $100 a month for in-person lessons. The online choices are nowhere near that. In my particular membership, you could get a year, if you're paying that $200 price tag for a month, you could literally get a year's worth of content and lessons for that price. So online lessons are much more of a fraction of what you're going to pay in person, just because of the nature of things. Brett said, yes, I like that idea. I'd pay more for the extra progress video lessons. Cool. Good to know. And that's another thing with price. Online, you have probably more options there. If you have an in-person teacher, they're probably going to say, kind of, here's your rate for my lesson with you. Online, you can choose to do a monthly option. You can choose to do an annual option. You could do, a lower tier or a higher tier with more, interaction and more, personalized support. So something good to think about. That's actually very helpful, Brad. Let's see. Randy said, I've done it both ways. Prefer the online, but struggle to make the time to practice. Any suggestions? Yeah, great question, Randy. And that's kind of the thing with online lessons. It's obviously a lot more self-directed. So like if you sign up with an in-person lesson, you're going to go meet your teacher. You're paying for that probably ahead of time. It's a pretty good chunk. Online, it is kind of directed. My best suggestions to you, and I know you're in Relax Learn Guitar membership, is kind of being a part of. Oh, that's right. I think online. I was thinking you still were. I know you were before. So Randy, I think the suggestions I give for like staying motivated with the online stuff is try and make it as much of a habit as you can. Tell folks to, have that guitar out visibly, so you can remember to kind of grab it. If you can make it the same day or same part of the day, I've had luck with in the morning or like right after dinner, and making it a habit to play just 15-20 minutes as much as you can on a daily basis. When you stop kind of doing that, it does get pretty easy to kind of fall off the wagon a little bit and let those gaps go longer. And the thing with guitar is it's not really about cramming a bunch of, you don't want to go a couple of weeks without playing and then play for 2 hours to catch up. It's not really how it works. It's kind of more of a daily, more regular thing that kind of helps your brain learn and your muscle memory. So if you can make it as much of a habit as you can and commit to that. In Relax Learn Guitar, there's also a Facebook page or group that we have that's just for members, and I kind of do like a tip each week or a Friday post, so it kind of reminds people, oh yeah, I am in that membership and I did want to play guitar, and it's kind of a reminder that way to play and keep involved. Steven said, I like this format better. I can go at my own pace with no pressure. That's good. You also have managed to make it as personal as possible, and unless we're live, you can't see me sweat. Unless you're sharing your videos or whatever. I have had guitar teachers or other instrument teachers, piano teachers, where you do feel that pressure to oh man, I gotta do this right in front of them, and you work yourself up and get anxious about it. And obviously in Relax Learn Guitar, that's the opposite of what approach I'm taking. I want people to look at it as something they look forward to doing, having fun with it, and not the pressure of, I've got to get this all correct or else kind of thing. Never let them see you sweat kind of thing. Randy said, great suggestion. Thanks, I'll be back. We'd love to have you back, Randy. I messed it up and Vicky was like, oh, wait a minute. So, if you want to come back in the membership, just let me know. You know where to find me. The other thing I try to do that's more personal with folks is I do give the option in the Relax Learn Guitar membership to share videos. I just got one this past week from Bill, which was really good. Actually, I don't see him on here, but if he's watching later, sharing videos, and I'll give advice back and kind of critique folks with their playing and maybe give them suggestions on things to tweak or kind of what to do next. So that's another option to kind of, share the two, the online versus the in-person. So the, let's see, we got that. Yeah. Price was kind of the last thing I had on my big topic list. So we have quality, choice, pros and cons in all these areas. schedule, frequency, interaction, which is big, and price, which people are always obviously concerned about. If I've forgotten something, feel free to leave a comment in the video. I'd love to hear from folks if I've forgotten something that I want to share with people in the future. Or if you want to share in comments too, which one you prefer, which people have kind of already done here live, but folks who catch this when it's not still live, and you want to share a comment about which one you like and why, that'd be great. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button, and you want to also subscribe to Relax and Learn Guitar on YouTube. If you hit the notification bell, you'll get a little notification in your phone or tablet or whatever whenever I go live. And if you want to learn more about the Relax and Learn Guitar membership and what it has to offer, how I can help you out with learning to play, having some fun, relaxing, and hanging out with, frankly, a great group of people. A lot of them are on here tonight, and I'm really blessed with a great group in this membership. But if you want to find out more about that, I'll leave a link in the description. You can check out relaxandlearnguitar.com and head over there to check out the membership and also sign up for free lessons. See if you like the style we have here, and if you want to take it further, that'd be great. Hey, what's up? It's from Green Ninja. That's Dylan and Donovan's buddy. So thanks for watching, guys. If anyone has any more questions, pop those in here. Oh, there's one. Brad, I think it should be stressed to try and stick with 1 or 2 online lessons. It's easy to get overwhelmed with so much out there, just my opinion. Brad, I cannot agree more. I see that all the time, and that's kind of the beginning part of this conversation with the whole choice thing. I mean, it's really super easy to be like, oh, I like that, and this looks cool, I want to try that, and oh, I want to do this too. But it actually has the opposite effect if you don't kind of pick a lane and drive in that lane for a while. I mean, I pretty much tell the folks I work with, try and avoid the shiny objects. The membership's set up in a way to kind of be in a very linear, start here and get to here before you kind of start looking all out there, if that made any sense. So I couldn't agree more. Boogeyman, love this guy. Wish I could get in person lessons from him. Oh, well, thank you very much. Especially for beginner and intermediate players. Thank you. Appreciate that, Boogeyman. And the comments and the compliment there. I'm not doing any in-person lessons. If I didn't have a full-time gig, in addition to my part-time Relax and Learn Guitar gig, that could be an option, but it's much more likely that I'm going to kind of go the route that Brad Davis is talking about, to where there could be another tier in the membership that has more access for a check-in, more than in-person lessons. Sorry about that. Let's see, I like the current format. Feels comfortable. Great. I like that too. It's good to be comfortable when you're playing, so more likely to keep on playing. Good comments and interaction tonight. I appreciate it. Thanks you guys for watching. I think I've kind of gone over, just looking at my notes real quick to make sure if I forgot anything. And I don't think I have. So you guys have a great night. I'll see you guys for the next live lesson. You're welcome. Brad, video progress lesson will get you full time. So Brad's going to help me with that full-time switch to the Relax and Learn Guitar, so that's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'll check into that and definitely be in contact. Hey, what's up, Rich? I think you are more learning live than one-on-one because you can go back to the review membership and review lessons. Yeah, another advantage of online, you're welcome, Brad, is you can kind of go back and watch things over. You obviously, when you go to an in-person lesson, you kind of finish that lesson and that's it, unless you're like videotaping your teacher maybe, but typically that's not the case. So you're welcome, Randy. Thank you for watching and checking things out. We'd love to have you back in. I'm going to sign off here and keep your eye on your inbox for more lessons and those notifications for the live YouTubes, and I'll see you guys pretty soon. Have a good night.